Thought it'd be about time for me to do a little review. I haven't done a lot of videos lately because I've been dealing with the heat and trying to get this van prepared to take it for an extended period of time, because it is still early July and I've still got August and part of September to survive. I've spent a few nights out of the van, more than I normally would, because the heat is extraordinary, and I am not a young person, so I am not going to risk life and limb trying to make a point of endurance, as I might have stupidly done when I was much younger. So basically, I'm going to show you the mistakes I made. You guys see the fact I've got the wall over here, the wall back there, so I've created basically a oven here. Now, I don't regret that, because I needed that second wall over there to act as a barrier, since I'm going to be running an AC through that. I have an AC now, but when I'm not running the AC, it does make this a little bit of a hothouse. So understanding that means that I'm going to have an AC on almost all the time in the summer when I'm in here. I have ordered Zero Breeze. It's supposed to be a very small AC, but it should lower the temperature enough to make this livable. And it runs off batteries. A large battery that comes with it. I ordered that too. And it's supposed to give you about 4 hours at medium with this little AC. I don't know how good it is, but I know it's good enough to blow in my face sufficiently to keep me alive and relatively comfortable. Once again, you've got to understand that the van life deal, I'm doing the best I can to make it as comfortable as possible, because I'm a little bit older. So I'm don't have the endurance, and I'm not going to be risking things that I might have risked when I was younger. So that's the gotcha here. Down here, something else I purchased recently. This is a set of panels that I can actually put outside of the van. That means that in case of I can get some shade, I can still charge batteries off of this using this panel. I can hook them directly to my existing batteries. It has alligator clips in here. It's not, I think it's a PWM and not an MPPT controller. But it does have, I can use these clips and run it off the battery. I also bought a different set of connectors with this same interface. SME, I believe that's the interface. If not, I'll put a little note above describing it. But I can use that and also put some MC4 connectors on there, so I can connect it directly up to the existing panels I have on top. But I can also connect it with to a charging point I already have in here with this MC4 connector, and then I use to charge the little battery I've got here. This MC4 connector also has an adapter specifically for this little battery, and I'm considering buying another one because 4 hours with the other battery, that means I can charge it say where I work, or and my boss doesn't have any issue with that, and I can just bring it out here, and it takes three and a half hours to charge. So during a work day, I can actually charge that up and get it back out here, and then have 4 hours of AC. With this additional battery, I think it's with its amount of power it holds, another 2.5 or 3 hours. If I use these panels on a short basis and direct them at the sun, I can actually recharge this battery very quickly. So I can actually charge this inside as well as carrying it inside a building and charging it. So you know, that's going to be a thing that's going to help me now. All of these ideas I unfortunately had it when the temperature began to rise. With the exception of the little battery down here, which I bought before. But you know, so a friend of a lady friend of mine, which means a friend who is a lady, not the normal connotation of that. She told me that when I was beating myself up about it, says, well, you didn't know, and you really don't really know until you experience it. But I usually try to prepare as well as I can, but sometimes you got to experience the oven to know how to handle the heat. So that's where I am now on that. Okay, back to the things I did wrong. Because I have this boxed in, I have also ordered a bilge fan. You've seen me use it on some of my my little AC that I use, my little ice AC that makes this livable on occasion. I think I could put a hole in here and put one of those little bilge fans as an exhaust fan, or put it on the outside blowing in, mostly blowing out, and then I can gap the window a little bit and I can blow air and sort of create circulations from that little fan up there. I'm thinking about doing that. We'll see how that works. I've got a 3 1/4 inch hole saw that I would have to put through this, and then I would have to, you know, when the summer passed, I would have to patch that with some thick insulation or something, so it's not a hole. My heat will go out when I need heat again, which seems so far away. The other error I made was this fan, not this fan, the fan I had on before. So I did replace the exhaust only fan with a fan that actually blows out and blows in. So I can get a draft across here, assuming I put the other fan in, so I can actually get a breeze across. That should be arriving today, so I should be putting that in, and when I get that in, of course, I'll be showing that on the video as well. What else did I do? What else did I do wrong? Well, you know, I do have an AC in there, but it's a powered AC that requires a generator. That was not a mistake, but it's just something I can't use all the time. I won't use it, for instance, out in a parking lot unless I'm in the back end of a Walmart or some large parking lot, where I know that, because there's no stealth at all when you do that. At least there'll be a bit of stealth when I use the other one. So that's going to be a gotcha. And let's see what else. I guess that's about it. You know, there's really not a whole lot you can do to prepare for the heat, except things that require AC and require circulation. This fan has dropped it 2 or 3 degrees Celsius. I'm talking Celsius because I have this little thermometer I can put, and it's only Celsius, but it's like 5 or 6 degrees I can drop by just having this fan on there, assuming it's cooler outside in the van, which normally it is, because the van is a little bit of a hothouse the way I've got it constructed.